This is the earliest I've started filming in a while. It's like 7. Okay, it's 7:59. I exaggerated. It's pretty much 8 actually. I just wanted to share this with you though. The sunrises. I mean, okay, we're a couple hours past sunrise. You know what? This intro is going downhill quick. It's not even in the 7s anymore. Once you get past 8, you got people telling you, oh, you wake up past 8. It's pretty much the afternoon. Now, I am a early riser. I'm usually up between 6 and 7. Today I was up at 5:30, but that's because my back hurt because of my sciatica. Look how nice it is up here, man. Look at that, both sides. You have like, Taylor and I always talk about the fact how you kind of have 2 sunsets and 2 sunrises. This view, this direction, you get the actual sunrise, but over here you'll get some crazy, you know, depending on the clouds, you can get some really cool colors in the sky over there, and like the time is different too. So like some evenings you have really cool colors during sunset here, and then like 10 minutes later you get them on this side. So sometimes we'll sit in the hammock and enjoy it that way. Once it ends over there, we enjoy it that way. It's a really it's the gift that keeps on giving, man. This property is amazing. There's a lot I want to talk about in this video actually, and some of you might find this quote-unquote boring, but if you're one of those people, I actually would really appreciate you sticking through this video if this is the last video you ever watch on this channel. Bear with me. Believe it or not, I actually wrote down bullet points for once of things I want to talk about so my little peanut brain doesn't get distracted. Again, this is actually more directed towards those of you that find this type of content boring, which is kind of ironic given the fact that that's most likely the type of audience that's going to skip past videos like this. I'll say it one last time. If you're really gotta fix that door. If you're one of those people, do me a favor and stick this one through. I got some stuff I want to address, and I'm also well aware of, like, at this stage in, you know, the channel's new direction, the content, the majority of you here are here for me and the personality, kind of whatever we do. It's not just for skateboarding, but I know we haven't really filtered everyone out. Oh man, this might turn a little emotional. Oh, before we get into any of that though, I fucked up. Oh, I mentioned it at the beginning of the video. I've been up since, I think it was before 5:30 actually, but it wasn't because like, oh, early bird gets the worm, let's get our grind on. No, it's because my sciatic nerve pain got me out of bed because I could not lay in that bed any longer. It's been something I've been dealing with since I was a teenager. I've gone to chiropractors, acupuncture, physical therapists, gone to everything. And it comes down to stretches and limbering up your body, which is a habit that I should do every single day, and I find myself falling out of it, and I am now reaping the repercussions of that. I was stretching every single morning and every single evening, and I was noticing a huge improvement in my sciatic pain. I was getting like good night's rest. I was feeling better. I was skating better. Everything was going better, and I got comfortable. I was like, oh, I don't need to stretch this morning. I got too much work to do. And sure enough, last night was miserable. Oh, so we're stretching today, and then we're talking. Then we're ice bathing, then we're talking. We got a lot of stuff to do today. Dude, I know skateboarding's not good for you. Like, I think if you skate, you know that. And obviously there's ways to take care of your body, which I haven't done for the majority of my life, and I'm trying to get into that now. But I feel like I feel like my body thinks I'm like 72. Some mornings are just brutal. Like even getting in and out of my car hurts. Like maybe there's some underlying stuff going down there, but I think it's just lack of stretching and lack of recovery stretching too. I should be stretching like in the mornings and in the evenings, and I'm not. This is one of my favorites. This is one of the ones that my doctor recommended specifically for sciatica. So if you struggle with sciatica, I gotta recommend this one. I'm sure it has a name. I should know that, but I don't. Oh, it's this one though. Oh, it burns though. It's like what's that, your hamstring? Like your ass, it stretches your ass open and feels so good, bro. We'll get the other side. Again, I've been talking about routine a lot lately, and we're actually gonna get into that later as well. But one of the routines that I'm trying to get into is within the first hour of waking up. I'm trying to actually do the first hour of being awake, no cell phones or technology, I guess. No like social media, any of that. Still working on that one though. It's a weird like oxymoron when I do this shit for a living. Within the first hour, some sort of exercise, not like a run or anything, But like this morning, I walked up and down the driveways for a little bit. After a little bit of light moving, then I come in here and do some sort of light stretching, and then I do the cold plunge, because I don't want to start with the cold plunge, because then I'm all like tight and restricted. Oh, see, I'm already starting to feel better though. I'm loosening up. A good indicator of how, like, look at my belt. A good indicator of how loose I am is how, like, if I can touch my toes. Yeah, see what I mean, bro? Oh, usually I can do palms on the ground. I'm just tight this morning. Oh, man. There we go. I can feel us getting lower. We're gonna make contact soon. Once I can comfortably touch my toes and like hold it down there for 10 seconds, that's when I know I'm slowly limbering up and getting ready for the day. Same thing with skating too. I mean, stretching is huge for any action sports, but I skate, and like if I'm not able to touch my toes, I know that I'm like very prone to injuries, rolled ankles, pulled muscles, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna play some music and just finish stretching, finish my morning routine. See you guys in the cold plunge, and then we can finally get started. I guess I'm kind of dragging this out, but it's kind of what I want to talk about. Also, a bit of a spoiler here, but you can see I was having a little session on the 30-foot rail fingerboard replica on this little table. Got a project coming up that I think is gonna be fun. Well, okay, I mean, it's converting this into like a full little like portable fingerboard park, because this whole table is on wheels. But I mean, like, I don't know what this served. I think it was just like a portable workbench table thing, because this whole building was a machine shop. But I mean, for me in my life, that's like asking to be a fingerboard table. It's like 8 feet by 10 feet or something. It's actually kind of huge. All right, getting sidetracked. See you guys in the cold plunge. Oh yeah, that's cold. 50 is my temp. I think I have it decided, at least for now. Colder is just not it for me. 50's fine. Oh, okay. I've been trying to do 100 push-ups a day, not like at once, but I've noticed that doing as many as I can before the cold plunge helps me get in. God damn it, doesn't get easier, bro. Time starts now. Whew. All right, I'll see you guys in 5 minutes. Oh, good morning. A bit repetitive, huh? I feel like the past couple videos have started pretty similarly, stretching, ice bath, talking, and I've sort of been doing that on purpose, which is kind of what I want to talk about, or at least one of the talking points that I want to talk about. That sun feels so good. Oh. Yeah, this is nice. I just want to like absorb the sun and warm up for a little bit here, and then I'll get dressed. I don't think I need to be fully double nipped up all video. Come on, sunshine, warm me. What brought this up for me and what made me want to make this video was a couple YouTube comments, which I don't want to make it seem like these are negative comments or hate comments, because it's actually the exact opposite. Of course, I took notes of what I wanted to talk about, but I didn't screenshot the comments that I wanted to address. There were a couple, and they were all relatively the same. Yo, your content's gone downhill, every video is the same now, no one wants to see you take a cold plunge every day, no one cares about your stretches you do before skating, like all that. They actually worded it much politer than that. I was summarizing. Damn, I mean, even with my notes, I'm still having trouble putting my thoughts into words, but like, what I'm getting at is those comments couldn't be more correct. Some people use the word downhill, like my content's going downhill. I just like to say my content's changing because I'm changing. I'm a different person than I was 10 years ago no, it's been more than 10 years. Started my channel in 2012. It's been a minute, and I'm like nowhere near the same person I was then. This kind of feels crazy to say, but I fully and wholeheartedly, genuinely mean this. If when you go to my YouTube channel and you go through my last 30 videos, because I've been posting every day, which is crazy enough. If you go through my last 30 videos and the majority of that content doesn't interest you, whether you don't like the titles, whether you don't like the thumbnails, mainly the content itself is what I'm talking about. Like if you've watched the videos, if you can go through those videos and you don't resonate with them, you don't like them, I mean this, and not like in a negative, like you can unsubscribe. Like I really genuinely would appreciate if you'd unsubscribe. And that's really crazy to say for me. I feel like my whole life I've been just trying to optimize my content, maximum retention, maximum clicks, maximum views. Like that's what my life has just revolved around. And over the last couple of months, I've been overly transparent about how that's no longer my goal. But I think I'm finally ready to like commit to the type of content that I'm posting now, and obviously people will continue to change and evolve and mature, as I'm sure my content will as well. But I can now, you know, with confidence say that what I've been posting lately is the style of content that I'm going to continue posting. And you would actually be doing me a favor, for the algorithm at least, by unsubscribing, because I know that, you know, inactive subscribers can actually hurt a channel. And I mean, out of my 800 and something thousand subscribers, I would say 750,000 of those are inactive, because like I said, I've been doing this since 2012. A lot of those are from viral videos 9 years ago. They've all grown up, had kids, died maybe, I don't know. That's not funny. I don't know why I laughed, that was weird. Yeah, I wanted to get that out of the way, and I really mean that. If you don't resonate and haven't enjoyed the content lately, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It is so different than what I used to post that like I kind of expect maybe like 75% of you to just not fuck with the new content, and there's nothing wrong with that. This is just me saying that it's not gonna go back to what it was, and that's the call to action, the point that I wanted to tell my audience. And now, if that's all you cared about, you can leave. Now I kind of wanted to get into the why. Not that it really matters, but I have a habit of oversharing and yapping, so we're doing it anyway. Feels a little weird to have this conversation like half naked though, so I'm gonna go get dressed. Oh, I'm back, and I'm fully clothed, and I'm warm, and I'm rejuvenated, and I feel good. This is a new pondering chair. We don't really sit here very often. So yeah, I mean, the whole routine and repetition. Sorry if you see me looking at my phone, it's because I actually have my notes pulled off notes pulled up so I don't venture off track like I always do. I think for so long I've struggled. I mean, because you also got to realize I've been making YouTube videos since 2012, and the majority of those years it's been my full-time job, and I put it in air quotes because YouTube is just one lane of doing social media for work. There's brand deals, there's other platforms, sponsorships, whatever. Most of my revenue has been through YouTube. You do anything long-term, and especially very long-term, like 10 plus years, and you sort of get used to or accustomed to things, whether they're good and healthy things or bad and unhealthy things. And because I was relying on YouTube views and ad revenue for so long, I sort of like hardwired into my brain that I had to like optimize every video for retention and click-through rate, and make sure, you know, that your thumbnails are optimized using the like rule of thirds, and you want this here and that there. Everything has to follow a format, and like everything was so structured because it needed to be in order for me to sustain myself, which I also think is like why I found happiness in doing the opposite of that, because it's like a weight off my shoulders being able to just like post a raw unedited vlog, and like it's made it fun again. And again, like I'm not committing to posting daily. Like the fact that we have for the past 64 days is kind of insane. I'm not like forcing myself to do it. It's kind of just happening, and I think it's happening because of the content switch, and it is fun and enjoyable again, and like low stress. But with daily videos that I'm not optimizing for views or retention or entertainment, there's gonna be repetition. And for a while I was trying to fight it. I was like, oh wait, I filmed a cold plunge yesterday, I shouldn't film it today. No one wants 2 videos of that back to back. And I think I'm finally just realizing that like it doesn't really matter what no one wants or what everyone wants. It just matters what I want and like what I'm doing. And at this point, I mean, my channel is so far off the rails in terms of like what I should do, what's optimized for the algorithm. And at this point, it's like the direction that I'm choosing to take my channel is just me and my life. And I've made multiple videos on that. That's not really the focus on this video, because my content's been kind of the same style now for a couple months. But yeah, I'm a routine-based person, and therefore like my day-to-day activities have routines, like we were talking about in the the shop over there, it's like I will get my morning exercise, my morning stretches, my cold plunge, and then breakfast and whatever. And doing these daily vlogs, I'm going to film that. Therefore, you're going to be getting repetition because there's repetition in my life. And all of these points that I have are all going to stem back to, like, if you don't and haven't enjoyed the content lately, you're not going to moving forward. So I would appreciate and encourage you to just unsubscribe. And there's so many great channels that are doing what I used to do, or that never stopped doing what I was doing, if that meant, like skate YouTube channels, you know? That's just not really like where I want to direct my content, I guess. I still skate. I still always skate. You can go back through my videos. There's skating in a lot of them. It's just not only what I do, you know? Another thing that kind of goes hand in hand with like activity repetition, cold plunging every day, stretching every day, and documenting that, is repeating things, which this I still do kind of struggle with. I think there's multiple videos now where I've talked about the bump to bar that we still have to construct down there, and I'll, you know, spend a couple minutes talking about what the bump to bar is, what our plans for it are, and you'll get people commenting being like, dude, you've explained what the bump to bar is 7 times in 7 different videos, we know. I guess that this is like where I struggle, because like totally 100%, like it's so, that's why I say like, oh, I sound like a broken record. I say that a lot to those of you, because there are a few of you out there that watch every single video I put out, and therefore like a lot of the stuff I say and continuously say is going to be repetitive. But you also got to realize, like, every single video I post is someone's first time watching one of my videos. They've never seen another one of my videos before, so the bump to bar explanation that you've heard 7 times, they've never heard before. And I always want to be mindful of appealing to both my, you know, returning viewers, that community that we've built here, as well as new viewers. I want to make sure that they have the context and they're up to date in every video. Otherwise, like, watching one of my vlogs isn't going to make any sense if they didn't watch the first 4, which just isn't very practical for a lot of people. I've been posting a lot of content. It's too much to keep up with, so that's why I'll add these refreshers and necessary context to make that specific video make sense, if that makes sense. There's people commenting like, bro, you've talked about the bump to bar 7 times. I appreciate you being a true supporter and watching every single video, but I am going to add that additional context for those people that aren't able to catch every video. It definitely feel, and like, dude, I want to say up until recently, like maybe even like the past week, I hadn't fully committed on this. It's been in my head for a while and I've been talking about it publicly for a while, but I really not even had to, but I chose to make a decision between continuing to try to grow my YouTube channel and treat it as a business, which there's nothing wrong with that at all. As a matter of fact, that's probably the right thing to do, or to sort of do the opposite and just post and document. And, you know, one, you would, if I'm treating it like a business, you're going to see a gradual incline, and I'd be constantly monitoring analytics, making adjustments, making changes, and, you know, following growth and trends, because the goal is an upward trend. The latter option there, which is of me just prioritizing me, is there's gonna be a downward trend. And I don't want to make it sound like dramatic or anything, but like it very well may be killing this channel and driving it into the ground. And I've finally found peace in that. You know, before it's like if a video didn't break, at first that number was 30,000. If a video didn't break 30,000 views, I was doing something wrong. Like I had to completely rework my content strategy for the next week, view dips in retention and the click-through rate, and, you know, fixate on it. And it's a lot. And I mean, now, like, you guys can see my views. I'm an open book. I want to be an open book in terms of transparency. And like, it's very obvious that my views are declining, and like all my analytics are pointing to like, yo, Garrett, you better switch up what you're doing because your viewers aren't interested in it. That kind of goes hand in hand as to why I was encouraging, you know, anyone that hasn't found the new content interesting to unsubscribe. Because right now I'm pushing my content out to an audience that, for the most part, subscribed for completely different reasons. And I think for so long, that decision to just, you know, put my own emotions and mental health aside and just prioritize, you know, pleasing the algorithm, that was fueled by the need to make money, the need that every human on this planet has, for the most part. I finally got into a place, you know, like changing my way of life, and I'm living a much cheaper lifestyle now than I was in LA. Pair that on top of, like, my goal is not to be a millionaire anymore. Like, that was a goal of mine for so long, is I just wanted to make I wanted to, like, amass as much money as I can, and money, like, that was the goal. My only goal now, or goals, is very simple. It's just to be happy and worry-free, and obviously financials play a role into that, and that's where, you know, channel memberships come in. That's why I've been pushing those so hard, is because that is a little bit of stability outside of relying on ad revenue that's, you know, continuously declining because of this content switch, and then selling stuff, fingerboard rails. I want to venture into making stickers or, you know, some sweeping merch or just stupid stuff like that as a way to, you know, cover the financial needs of things that are much lower now that I'm not living in LA. This is, I mean, this probably seems like such common sense to a lot of people, but to me, it like opened up a whole new world for me. It's like, again, I've been doing this since 2012, and my whole life has been skate YouTube, skate YouTube, skate YouTube. So like I'd open up my YouTube home screen and all my content is skate YouTube related, and usually drama related. The whole Aaron Cairo Braille situation, you got Gifted Hater, great guy. I'm just not a fan of like drama oriented content, but it's so easy to get sucked into. So like, yeah, I'd open my page and start scrolling. It's like skate drama, skate drama, skate drama, skate drama, and that's just like, I thought that's just what YouTube was. I did a cleanse and I cleared my YouTube watch history, which was 10 years of YouTube skate content. And I asked you guys actually on my community page for YouTube creator suggestions, not in my niche at all, like completely off niche, more vlog oriented, low production value, that type of stuff. You guys suggested Mav, Ryan, what was his name? Ryan Toomey. Ryan Toomey's a skateboarder. Ryan Toomey. Started watching those videos, and like those are the type of videos I have on in the background, like while I'm editing or while I'm making food or whatever. Now my feed is like new DIY drawer system, camping, van life versus boat life, vlogging, cooking butter chicken in the van. I love Ryan Toomey's content. I don't know if I'm saying that name wrong, but they're just like, I don't know. It's given me like a whole new outlook on what social media can and should be, like what I'm actually enjoying and feel good about ingesting. Because if you just ingest drama, everything is just drama. And I've learned, like, again, maybe this is probably common sense to a lot of people, but like the second that I started consuming like that type of content, my life started feeling like, and it feels good, you know? That's the type of content that I want to create. I want it to be background noise. I want it to be stuff that people can relax to and unwind to after a long day, watch before bed, and then get woken up by the garage door noise, which, like, again, like, this all stems back to, like, that is so different than what I grew this channel on that, like, of course, it's essentially killing my channel, and I'm at peace with that. You know, I'm no longer creating out of need to make money. I am now creating out of passion and the joy for it. And hopefully it's able to still hold me over financially. I really try to avoid the whole like YouTube-y route of asking people to like my videos, reminding people to subscribe and turn on the notifications and all of that. And ironically enough, like I literally did the opposite in this video. Like I'm pushing those of you that aren't interested to unsubscribe, because that actually will help my channel and that will help the algorithm, because my goal is just to get pushed to a new audience that enjoys more of this new style of content that I'm going for. And if it never reaches that new audience and we sort of just fizzle out, so be it. Again, at this point, I'm creating to create, documenting. I don't even, like, is it called creating at this point? I'm just documenting and talking. It's kind of like my version of therapy. I will say it this once, though. If you are one of the people that have been enjoying this new style of content, I will say that liking it, I mean, you're probably already subscribed, liking it, commenting on it, interacting with the video in any way, actually, positively, that will help sort of re-categorize, re-niche my channel into channels with similar content types, which is my main goal. So I think the one thing I ask of you, those of you that want to continue watching my content for what it is, just keep that in mind when you're watching, that like liking the videos do help, commenting does help, even if you just comment like, hey, love the video, or I don't know, like you guys know I read every comment. We'll have conversations in there. So just keep that in mind, because the goal is to just move away and move into this new sort of sphere, world, whatever. I mean, doesn't it feel like good? I know it's not engaging. Like, I know you're not like at the edge of your seat, like waiting for something exciting to happen, because the editing of the video and the music is building up, and then the grand reveal, like how I used to do everything. Like, look, I'm just gonna set you guys down and just like enjoy this with me for a quick second. You know, maybe it's not for everyone. I'm just learning that it is for me. Just listen. So we got the wind chimes in the background. I was gonna say you can hear the wind, but there's not much wind. You can't hear it. What else can you hear? The pool pump. kind of relaxing, huh? It's like not stressful. That's kind of the whole vibe I'm going for. How am I doing on my talking points? Have I gotten painfully distracted yet? Oh no, we're looking good. I put a bullet point in my notes. Encourage people to unsubscribe. That's crazy, but for real. I'm not really expecting everyone to agree with my decision or think it's a smart decision. Like business-wise, it's a terrible decision, but I'm kind of at a place where I can make that terrible decision now. That being said, I have a link down below to join as a channel member if you're interested in supporting me financially and getting access to some cool perks. I do want to end this off though. I mentioned how I'd been, consuming much different styles of content that fall more in line with what I'm going for, like very low, I keep saying low production value, but just relatively raw, not many cuts, no music, vlog, monotonous, mundane tasks, whatever. Ryan Toomey, Mav, a lot of these are like van life, like camping creators that I've really been enjoying. But if you have any recommendations of channels that fall into those lines, subscriber count doesn't matter. Like if they have 10 subscribers and average 2 views a video, let me know. Or they can be big, well-known creators as well. But I'm just trying to kind of surround myself with more of that stuff. Comment some recommendations down below. Right now, Mav and Ryan Toomey are like the 2 channels that I've really been enjoying. I know there's more out there though. I know there's more of us. More of us washed up. No, actually, I'm the only washed up one in that list. God damn it. You know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, that's about all I got. I mean, I don't have to keep repeating myself here, but you guys know, like, not every video is going to be sitting and talking like this. We're still going to be making rails. We're still going to be skating and having fun. But there's going to be a fair share of videos that are just me sharing my emotions and talking and making breakfast and taking a cold plunge. Because that's what I do. I'm just the weirdo that's choosing to document all that and share it for strangers on the internet. But no, while analytic-wise, my channel's in an extreme nosedive spiraling towards Earth at a high rate of speed, those of you that are here and enjoy the content, like the community that we've built, whether it be channel members or just consistent viewers, like I feel like it is 10 times stronger than it's ever been in my entire career on YouTube. Thank you guys for being you and finding entertainment in my somewhat normal life. Love you guys. Catch you next video. Peace out.